If you need help paying for college or grad school, you're not alone. Most students need financial assistance to pay for higher education. And completing the FAFSA is the most reliable way to take full advantage of the financial opportunities available to you. The U.S. government has been the primary source of student aid since the Higher Education Act was passed under President Lyndon Johnson in 1965. A 1992 amendment established the free application for federal student aid, or FAFSA, as the primary way for students to apply for federal funds and standardized how student need was calculated. The federal government awards financial aid in 4 ways: grants, scholarships, loans, and work study. The FAFSA helps the Department of Education measure your individual need for financial assistance. Additionally, though the FAFSA is a federal form, states, private scholarship programs, and universities themselves often refer to FAFSA information. So no matter where you're hoping your funding will come from, completing the FAFSA could come in handy. The application itself typically takes less than an hour to complete and can be filled out either online or in the My Student Aid mobile app. Here are the materials and information you'll need to get started. First, confirm the FAFSA deadlines for the academic year for which you're applying. In addition to federal deadlines, states and individual schools often have their own FAFSA cutoffs. So make sure you do your research. Depending on your citizenship and financial independence, you'll need a combination of the following on hand: your Social Security card, your W-2s and tax returns, and your bank statements. Keep in mind that if you are a dependent, you will also need your parents' W-2s, tax returns, and bank statements. Once you've gathered all this information, you'll need to make a profile at FAFSA.gov called a Federal Student Aid, or FSA ID. If you're a dependent, your parents will need to make one too. Then, just choose your language, log in, and start your application. The FAFSA has 3 sections: your personal and demographic information, your financial information, and if you're a dependent, your parents' personal and financial information. If your parents live separately, you should pick the parent who either houses or financially supports you the most. When you finish filling out the entire application, you should double-check your information, then sign with your FSA ID. If your parents have been a part of the application process, they'll also need to sign. After submitting, you can check the progress of your application immediately, and within a few days, you'll get your Student Aid Report, or SAR, and you can correct tax information directly in the SAR if you need to. Your SAR will be used individually by each school you list on your FAFSA to put together the financial aid package they'll offer you. Funding is typically awarded before you start classes, but the date can depend on your school's financial aid office and when you submitted your FAFSA. Many states award aid based on a first-come, first-served basis, so try to get your application in as soon as you can. Want to learn more about financial aid and FAFSA? Check out bestcolleges.com.